Nee, jetzt brauchst du das nicht nochmal machen, jetzt kannst du einfach direkt anfangen. Okay, also klatsch doch mal und dann mach den Opener nochmal.
Hallo, wir sind hier bei HELLERAU Backstage und ich sitze hier mit Silvia und Enrico von MOTUS. Hallo.
Hi.
Heute Abend gibt es hier Alexis zu sehen, eine griechische Tragödie, und morgen nochmal das Stück von ihm, Caliban Cannibal. Genau, und hello Silvia, hello Enrico.
Hello.
Could you tell us something about how you work and how you find your topics and how you develop your pieces?
Good question. It's not so easy. So here we are presenting two shows. Yeah, you're saying Alexis, a Greek tragedy, and Caliban Cannibal. There are two different shows, but I think that there's something really in common to these two shows, because we every time that we are starting with a new show, we want to go outside. We prefer really to meet people outside and to have experiences like documentary theater, just to understand what's happening in a situation. And so we spent time in Greece for Alexis' Greek tragedy and in Tunisia for Caliban Cannibal. And there we met people, and on both performances we have people on the stage from these countries. There is Alexia from Greece and Dali from Tunis, and they are like really the voice from that countries, and we create with them a performances too, both where we want to explain something about the situation there. Two different situations after the revolution in Tunis and after the big riots in Greece. So and with the after I finish, because it's not too long, but about Alexis also we mixed these riots that happens in 2008 with Antigone tragedy. So it's really a mix between the two different forms of narration of telling something.
MOTUS has been called the most provocative group of Italy. Is this true?
Yeah.
Because you guys appear to be very, very gentle and sensitive. So, Silvia, would you consider MOTUS provocative?
I don't know. I think the provocatory is not a point of our works. We try to work in mistake, in direction where anybody know the street, but everybody know the landscape. We love to work about the landscape, not about the street. And maybe this is a provocation, I don't know. But
yes, I think that is not a question about provocation. It's a question just really to understand what's happening around you in this moment right now. For us, this is most important. And provocation maybe because Silvia has a really strong body and we use really physical theater on stage. But for us, it's not provocation. It's just our way to work on them. We don't like really to have just a talk on the stage or a lecture, but really we prefer to show to the audience, to share with the audience also our physical intentions, or not only in emotional intentions, not only to tell a story with them, to really to share something. We like very much feeling that the audience is a part of the show.
Yeah. Yeah, how do they react? People
I think they react sometimes. It depends of the countries and the place we are performing. For Alexis, really, we ask people to be with us on stage in a moment during the show. And this particular moment, really in different countries, you have a different answer. And sometimes if the country is touched by riots or what's happened really outside, there are more people on the stage. Sometimes it's more cold and we stay more distant. It depends.
Okay. I'm excited. Yeah, Silvia, one question for you, because we will also see your film you made together with Vincent Gallo, is that right?
Yeah.
Can you just tell us some things?
The film, I work with Vincent, the legend of Gast, and for me it's a pleasure working with him, and I think it's a special moment in my life because for one time I have the possibility to work with a man with a special relation with the art, not only with the movie, not only with the cinema, but with the art. And all the time during the work, during the riprese, the shooting, I tried to rob everything. Because yes, rob, steal, stole everything, and this one. But I don't like to speak about this movie. It is interesting because only with the movie the actor is not real, is in a screen, and it's impossible to make some question. In the theater, after the show, it's possible to come to the actor and make a question. And it's interesting, I think, this one. Okay. It's such a different kind to demonstrate your art. So, if I speak in Italian, it's better for me. My English is shit.
Perfect. Yeah, one last question, maybe. What's your advice for young people in general? Because in Dresden we have a very strange and difficult situation at the moment. We have Pegida here and yeah. Anything you would like to say?
I think that it's very important that the young generation keep care of themselves, and have seen that it was big demonstrations against something that happens here. So I think that I have really the strength to go out, really to demonstrate that not all the people are the same. It's something. Also because sometimes it's a generalization about a city like this one. When you think about Dresden, you think about new rights in German, and I think that is not. You can't say that one city, one town is all the people are the same. So if there is people that are against this, we have to explain to the other people around the world.
Heute Abend gibt es hier Alexis zu sehen, eine griechische Tragödie. Morgen nochmal Motus mit Caliban Cannibal. Und noch den Film von Silvia heute auch noch hier zu sehen. Ja, danke, dass ihr hier wart. Thank you. I'm really excited. Looking forward.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you. Okay, ciao.